But I wanted to understand why lie about it for so long.
I'd stop calling it a lie.
Okay, why repeatedly say you're not going to and you do? And secondarily, for the part of this country, half of it that doesn't support Biden, doesn't know him personally, doesn't get to have phone calls, and they're just looking at a system that seems like it only benefits the people who are in power.
I'm going to say,
what precedent does that set?
Well, here's what it sets. It's a precedent for all of us to open our eyes because we've elected someone who is in a similar situation, who didn't have a drug problem, who knew what he was doing, who clearly stood and said, I can do this. And he did it. So I think, for many, many reasons, this is very different than any other situation that we have ever dealt with. Because when we're talking about who gets a pardon and who doesn't get a pardon, this man, I think Biden had no intentions of pardoning Hunter. And I think the more stuff that went down, I think he said, well, why am I busting my behind to stay straight and do this when nobody else is, when no one else is doing it?
I think he thought he was going to win, and I just wish he would have been honest with the public.
He said he wasn't going to pardon him even.
See, this is what I'm going to continue to say. If it was the other way around, this is racist. This is white supremacy.
This is why Trump is bad. And she said, oh, well, I would stop calling it a lie. If Trump was saying it, what would you call it? A lie. They don't call a spade, bro. That's why nobody respects them anymore, bro. They're losing views because we keep it 100 and they don't, bro. Call it what it is. Y'all know he lied 4 times about this whole thing, bro. Don't even, come on, bro.
After he lost, but I think what happened in the meantime that we have to, be cognizant of is that Donald Trump campaigned on retribution, vindictiveness, and vengeance.
He's done it for 4 years.
He has appointed people who to law enforcement positions that have said we are here for retribution and vindictiveness. So Joe Biden could not leave Hunter, his only son, at the mercy of these people who are saying they're going to take retribution.
He is also, and look, he's the president, the sitting president, and he can do whatever he wants to until his time is up.
I don't like that president. Donald Trump's about to be president.
Well, that's what
the presidency should be bigger than his feelings.
It should be, but it is
a very small man.
This is I can't believe that this is what's freaking people out. That this is the thing that says, oh well, see,
precedents matter.
It does, but I'm noticing the man who would not normally be able to even vote for president is the president.
Because people don't trust him.
But you know what? It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. He did what he did. We're moving on.
She said it's good for the goose. It's good for the what? Panda?
Gander.
Gander? It sounds like you finna sing propaganda.
Bro, that was, oh my goodness.
Man, they do everything they can in their power to justify this to their audience and their followers.
What's her name, Alyssa? Alyssa been keeping it real lately. She said it's about how it looks, basically. And they're like, nah, it doesn't matter because we got to save him from Trump because Trump is going to seek retribution on these people. Come on, bro.
I feel like
it's Trump's fault.
It's always
that
Trump's
Joe
fault.
Biden lied about pardoning his son and then turned around and decided to do it at the end when he was leaving.
Then he pardoned him for stuff he hadn't even been charged with yet. So like
for
that's how
he may have done. Do you know how scary that is?
That should let you know that
he may
guilty.
have murdered 30 people.
That should let you know he's guilty. He's guilty of
they
everything.
Trying to hit him for treason, so I'm not surprised.
That is why he did it, because they know he was finna get guilty and it's finna unravel and blow back on Biden, and all the whole scheme of corruption. The Biden family would have been exposed, and he had to get ahead of it.
No, this don't seem real, bro. This does not seem like America. This is a threat to democracy.
Facts.
Oh my goodness, bro. These people, bro.
Joe Biden is leaving office making the strongest possible case for Donald Trump that anybody could possibly make it, and that's that our government and our justice system is of, by, and for the elites and nobody else. He ran to banish Trumpism from our political system in this country, and he has left it politically and now institutionally the strongest possible political force in this country. It is a complete and utter failure by the head of the Democratic Party and the President of the United States. Never again do I want to hear oh, Donald Trump's a liar. You can't believe anything he says. Donald Trump will abuse his power. Donald Trump will only use the system to benefit himself and his family and so on and so forth. Never again. I have one question for Karen, and that is, why did he need an 11-year blanket pardon going back to 2014 when Joe Biden was the vice president? We are sitting on the biggest cover-up of who knows what crimes, and Joe Biden amazingly knows exactly, roughly, when it started. He knows just about when it all started. He's leaving office in complete and total disgrace. He is a liar, and there is no other way to spin this today. This has nothing to do with Trump and everything to do with the character of Joe Biden.
I think what Scott Jennings said hit the nail on the head. What the hell is she laughing at? Like, you laughing because you know it's true. You can't deny it.
You think Trump gonna try to they're gonna try to put a case on Biden for treason like they tried to do on Trump?
I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Because you remember the papers he's
fighting too many.
In his Mar-a-Lago, they tried to hit him with treason. Wasn't they trying to hit him with treason?
They said Joe Biden was too old to stand trial for that same shit. It's interesting that the double standard that's being played in our faces and justified by every media outlet. They're doing mental gymnastics, moving the goalposts, doing everything they can, trying to have a moral argument. Oh, he's his father. That's his only surviving son. Man, spare us the bullshit, man. If that was one of us out there, we're going to jail. So I don't want to hear that shit. Especially if it was one of our black asses. We in that slammer. We might be under the jail.
If it was Trump, bruh. Like, damn.
So I ain't trying to hear that.
Pardon Donald Trump Jr. for any charge in the world, the left would be going crazy, bro. Oh my gosh, they would be yelling and hollering. This is exactly, he's causing an insurrection. He's doing all these things. He's abusing his power against his political opponents. So y'all are really saying this is Trump's fault? The delusion is high. But why are we surprised?
It's crazy? When Trump was in office, I never seen him overuse his powers. Like, really think about the whole situation. Like, he could have really sent the National Guards to put all of our asses away during the Black Lives Matter situation. It could have got bad.
Yeah.
It could have.
It could have got real bad.
It could have got bad though, yeah.
It could have been all type of shit. He didn't overuse his power. What they gonna use? The J6?
Yeah, we'll see. Because he talking about
that's the only thing they gonna say.
All I think this does is give Trump a green light to go pardon the people from J6. People can't be mad about it. Y'all justified this. It's about to be a pardon party. It's about to be a paperwork party.
Republicans are really seizing on the time frame here, right? Including the senator-elect from Indiana, Jim Banks, who said Joe Biden issued a pardon to Hunter Biden for any crimes that he might have committed since 2014. Why such a specific year? Well, Hunter Biden just so happened to join the board of Burisma, a Ukrainian energy firm, in that same year, 2014. So corrupt. What do you make of the time frame here?
Well, I mean, my initial impression was this is the president's desire to protect him for the longest period that reflects the president's time of service in the White House. Right. But nevertheless, the effect of that very broad 10-year time frame is, ironically, it will perpetuate the conspiracy theories and the accusations around Hunter Biden. They'll never be resolved criminally, but it gives his detractors the opportunity to say, oh, well, he must have done something in 2014 to require a pardon going back that far.
I'm curious about a specific portion of the pardon, the text of what the president put out. He writes, quote, "The charges in Hunter's cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. Then a carefully negotiated plea deal agreed to by the Department of Justice unraveled in the courtroom, with a number of my political opponents in Congress taking credit for bringing political pressure on the process. Had the plea deal held, it would have been a fair, reasonable resolution of Hunter's cases." Part of the reason it fell apart, though, had to do with a disagreement between Hunter's attorneys and the judge over whether other potential charges against Hunter could be processed in the future, right? So how much stock do you put into this rationale?
It's crazy, bro.
It's really hard. That's really hard to say. I think that it definitely has the impact of generating more of that sort of speculation, right? The range of the pardon, the depth of the pardon, going all the way back to 2014. However, there are reasonable arguments that could be made to say that Hunter Biden was treated differently than other people who were engaged in similar criminal conduct and who would likely have not been prosecuted to this extent of the law. Hunter Biden endured a 5-year investigation in which these are the only charges that came out of it. So I think this narrative that he was the subject of some sort of unfair persecution, there is some facts to back that up.
Facts.
It's clear that the president believes that's what's going on here, and that most of it was targeted towards Hunter because of President Biden's role in the White House.
That's crazy.
You know, bro, they really self-project on another level, bro.
They be moving the goalposts to prove their argument.
We're going to charge Trump with all these felonies.
Yeah, he could have been did it before he ran as a president.
Right. But actually, when the son gets charged with him, it's you know.
They're just doing that because he's his son.
Thing.
It's a political attack.
Trump's non-political. Not political at all.
You know what? You know what I really think about it? If it was political, I feel like they would have went at Joe Biden more than they would have went after his son. And his son was caught with a country that we're sending trillions and billions of dollars to. So
millions and millions.
You gotta
bro. That doesn't add up, bro. And the American people are not dumb. That is why the election results were what they were. Because the American people are not foolish, bro. They are not buying this anymore, bro. You cannot keep putting this on TV and thinking people just gonna believe it just because it's on TV. That's why your ratings are tanking. Because everyone knows that you are lying. Y'all are out here saying that Joe Biden really pardoned his son and did it because of him being attacked politically.
Well, that's a guess, though.
And then he said, well, it just points that, he pardoned him that far back. Now people can say that he's probably guilty of something. That is 100% what happened. We know that there's dirt in bed, being in bed with Ukraine. We know that he received thousands or millions of dollars of funds from Ukraine and China, and he was on the board of Ukraine. There was a laptop with evidence on it. There's all these things that are stemming investigation that he was just pardoned from. And you trying to say that we crazy for saying that shit.
No,
you shut your ass up.
He said that there are facts
shut your ass up.
proving that that's what happened.
He said there are facts.
He was attacked politically.
Yeah, like what? That's BS.
There are not facts to say
that's
that.
BS.
But yet, could it be possible that Trump was attacked politically? Let's keep it 100. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, man. They be moving the goalposts and doing mental gymnastics and playing the game. It's all bullshit.
I think what is just impossible for Democrats to defend is that this is not just about a father looking after his son and wanting him not to go to jail when this sentencing was supposed to happen in a couple of weeks. This is Joe Biden retrospectively going back 11 years to ensure that he himself is not ensnared in any investigation into his family's influence peddling around the world, earning millions of dollars when he was vice president. This is Joe Biden protecting himself.
And maybe his brother, Miranda.
Well, of course. I mean, I'm sure that will be the next pardon. And why wouldn't Joe Biden just go willy-nilly and pardon everyone in his family, anyone he can think of, because he's already, he'll take whatever political hit he needs to for this 11-year pardon for Hunter for any crime that he might have committed. And that includes, of course, the Ukraine grift back in 2014.
This is privilege.
So your theory then is that he's got to put an umbrella of protection around specific family members, maybe more than two, in order to prevent Congress from going after what they believe was wrongdoing, as they have chased for 4 years.
Damn.
Yes, obviously Hunter is the most involved in all the China and Ukraine and Romania, etc. But Jim Biden, Joe Biden's younger brother, Hunter's uncle, was also involved in some of the China deals with Hunter. And then there are other family members who received money. And I think James Comer in the Oversight Committee did a pretty good job of following the money trail and seeing where it led from those sort of shady oligarchs and Chinese CCP members through to various cutouts and then eventually to the bank accounts of several Biden family members, including Joe Biden himself, although we were told that was a loan repayment from Jim Biden to Joe Biden on those 2 checks.
Right, and as you said, a lot of family members got money, including some grandchildren. in that, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do any of the work. But you have to wonder about Joe Biden allowing Hunter to do this for so long in the first place. I mean, President Obama and his team were concerned about it enough to raise it, but it continued.
So you pretty much extorted
the Obama administration.
So they pretty much extorted the United States so your grandbabies and your grand-grandbabies get some money. This is straight privilege in our page.
All that money,
corruption
all
and
that corruption, and we just watched this guy be the president of the United States.
Bro, he's like the mafia, bro. He's the head of the mafia family, bro. We might want to be careful what we say.
Oh my gosh.
You see what happens to their opponents. They went after Trump multiple times. Hey, I say, hey.
You want to know something? I'm not shocked at all that Joe Biden, a lifelong politician, is a fucking liar. I'm not shocked at all that Joe Biden, a lifelong politician, is corrupt. I'm not shocked at all. And the fact that they're on the news trying to justify this and tell us it's okay and we shouldn't be shocked by this is furthermore proof that this is an arm of that corruption and lies. Yeah, well, that's just further proof of that. And we've been saying that for a whole year and a half now. So if the stuff we have been saying has not been confirmed by Trump winning the election, and now the Avengers have been assembled, and now the lies is unraveling. Hey, brother. Hey, if it's not clear to you yet, then it ain't never gonna be clear to you. You just a damn dummy.
You're choosing not to see it.
Literally, you're just a damn dummy.
I never trusted Joe Biden. Well, I never trusted Joe Biden when he got on the Breakfast Club and said, "You're not black unless you vote Joe Biden."
He said, "You black asses ain't." He said, "You niggas is my slaves. Y'all gonna vote for me."
What if Trump said that? What would they say? Again, bro, they pick and choose when things are racist. It's only racist when it's convenient to them and their cause.
I got hot sauce in my purse.
Are you trying to get votes?
Is it working?
Black folks can't get no ID.
Them niggas so stupid they can't even read and get an ID.
Oh, them young poor black boys don't know how to use computers around this bitch.
He can't even tie his shoe.
It's Trump's fault.
Everything's Trump's fault. Man, listen, y'all. It's time to wake up. The coffee is piping hot.
We out of here, y'all.